Hey, it's Mindy with Astrology by Love. Here today for Libra Sun and Libra Rising's horoscope for the months of September and October. So we are going by the lunar cycle. So we are starting at the new moon eclipse in Virgo on September 21st and going until the new moon in your sign, Libra, on October 21st. I appreciate you hanging out with me today, Libra. Please like and subscribe. I've got some cool links down below. One thing I did want to talk to y'all about before we jump in and get started, there's a couple of days this month where not much is going on, but in the background this month, we have three of the outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, within a degree of each other, all kind of changing things up. So Uranus is sextile Neptune. It's also trine Pluto. Pluto is sextile Neptune, trine Uranus. And so they're all within a degree or less of each other throughout the month. And this is affecting everyone on the planet. This is like social changes. So society in general is becoming a little bit more sensitive. We are having surprising communications, a new way of talking to each other. And this is also just a revolution going on in the process. So all this energy is going on in the background throughout the month. There is no exact contacts with this, but they're all very close, and that energy is going on. And I wanted to mention that before jumping in and getting started. So now let's go ahead, jump in and get started. So on September 21st, we have the new moon eclipse in Virgo. This is at 29 degrees of Virgo. Virgo is your 12th house. This is the subconscious. This is the area of our lives that we have a hard time seeing things, at all, much less clearly. So these are the secrets we don't know about. We are just oblivious to. So you may not see the shift with this eclipse. So the eclipse energies can normally be felt about a week beforehand to a week afterwards. So this is a longer term energy, but falling in that 12th house of the subconscious, of the area of your life you can't see, you may not notice this eclipse, Libra. The day after the eclipse, the sun moves into your sign, Libra. Mars also moves into Scorpio that day. So Scorpio rules your second house. This is the house of finances, your resources, your own personal money. With Mars in that second house, a bill may pop up, or you are more likely to spend money. This is very much a transit where you just know it's going to be okay, or really you probably don't even think about it and just spend it. Impulsive spending is something to watch out for. Mars is going to be there for approximately 2 months, so be aware of this, Libra. Also on the 22nd, once the sun moves into Libra, it is going to oppose Neptune in the sign of Aries. So Neptune has recently moved into that 7th house. This is your partner. They've been kind of in a dreamlike state, confused. They may be drinking a little bit too much, but things are not very clear with them and what's going on. And with the sun highlighting your first house, you kind of take center stage, and they're going to be just a little confused, maybe a little aloof. So this is a fast-moving energy, but that is going to be on the 22nd. On the 23rd, the sun continues its path. It makes a trine to Pluto and a trine to Uranus. So this is very much masculine energy in the world, surprising us, being kind of weird with their communication, while also transforming the masses, trying to control us. This has taken place in your 1st, 5th, and 9th house. So this is something about foreign travel, higher education, maybe having a breakthrough in that area. There may be some control issues with the kids. They may be trying to start a revolution and saying, we're in charge, not you. They know better. And seriously, Libra, you're in the spotlight. It's Libra season, so the sun is shining on you, and all those energies are kind of working together, playing together. That's going to be on September 23rd. Then on September 24th, Mars, which has recently moved into that second house, is going to square Pluto in your fifth house. So there's been some control issues. Once again, maybe some revolution with the kids. Things are definitely changing with the kiddos, with your passion projects, with the way that you have fun and enjoy the world, and something about the way you're spending money. Maybe you're being aggressive with your money or using it as a weapon. But Mars is squaring Pluto that day. So this is very much trying to possibly manipulate the kids with money, or the spending you've been doing with your money is negatively affecting your passion projects and you're having to do things differently. This is a little bit of a fast moving energy. We'll feel it a day or two beforehand, a day or two afterwards. It's not a really great energy. It can really kind of be a demeaning energy at times, but just know Mars squares Pluto on September 24th. And then we have 6 days in a row with no planetary contacts. So remember, all those outer planets are doing their stuff in the background, but there are no planetary contacts for 6 days. Then on October 1st, Mercury squares Jupiter. So Libra, Mercury's in your first house. It's in the sign of Libra. People are talking about you. They're thinking about you. And with Jupiter in your 10th house of career, you've had a bump up at work. So you've had more work. Hopefully that also means more money. Mercury square Jupiter is a little bit of overconfidence. You may be over-promising at work. You may be saying, hey, I can do this plus that. And it probably is going to work out okay for the best, and you're going to look good anyways. But this is saying a little too much, talking a little too much, promising a little too much in the area of work. So this is a fast-moving energy, but be prepared for that. That's on October 1st. We have another few days with no planetary contact. And on October 6th, Mercury moves into Scorpio. So Mercury is going into that second house of finances, resources. This is your family values. You're going to be thinking about your money a little bit more. You're going to be wanting to organize it, have conversations about it. Mercury's going to be there for the next few weeks. So just be aware you're going to be thinking about your money a little bit more, Libra. Then on October 7th, we have a full moon in the sign of Aries. So this is putting the spotlight, a little bit of tension on your partner that day. There may be a little bit of a push-pull in the relationship. On the 7th, that is a fast-moving energy. Also on the 7th, Mercury squares Pluto. So conversations about money may control the kids, or those passion projects cause changes in an uncomfortable way. Mercury square Pluto can be controlling with words, can be a little bit demeaning. So just be aware of that, Libra. This is a fast-moving energy, not really a pleasant one, but it's happening all wrapped up with this full moon. So expect those energies on October 7th. Fortunately, on October 8th, Venus sextiles Jupiter. So Venus has been going through your 12th house. This is the subconscious house. You've been a little bit sweeter. You've been thinking about love, money, having fun. You don't know why you're thinking this way because it's in the house of the subconscious. But fun, love, and money have definitely been on your mind, and it makes this beautiful connection with Jupiter in your 10th house. You're probably really going to enjoy work on the 8th. It would be a great time to go out with the coworkers for dinner, cocktails, having fun. You definitely enjoy it. Schedule that on October 8th if you can, Libra. Then Venus continues her trek in the sky, and on October 11th, she opposes Saturn. So Venus is in that 12th house, that subconscious. You don't know why you're thinking about money and fun anyways, but then there's going to be an opposition. Saturn has recently come back into your 6th house. So this is your daily routines, your health routines. There's been some kind of formal structure, maybe a restriction in this area, and you're just wanting to have fun, but you're having to follow a schedule, a to-do list. You're having to be a little bit more organized than you prefer when it comes to your daily routines. And so be aware of this, Libra. Saturn's going to be in Pisces in that 6th house until February. So then it's gone for like 28 years. So just be a little bit more disciplined in that daily life. But yeah, it's going to be kind of a bummer on October 11th. Just be aware. Then on October 13th, Venus moves into your sign, Libra. So when Venus is in your 1st house, it's a little bit easier to look good, to have fun. Just that angle in front of the camera is going to look good at every shot. So definitely let your picture be taken. Also on the 13th, right after Venus moves into Libra, it opposes Neptune. That's in Aries. So something about you looking good and having fun is causing some confusion, maybe aloofness, maybe a little bit of drinking with the partner. This is a fast-moving energy, so just roll with it for a little bit, but know that's there. That energy is there on the 13th, Libra. Then on the 14th, Venus continues her trek in the sky and makes a trine to Uranus and a trine to Pluto. So something about you looking good, maybe causing a breakthrough, a little bit of chaos in your long-term learning, maybe with cultures that are unfamiliar to you, and then also kind of triggering that revolution, that changes and disruptions with the kids and the passion projects. And all that energy is kind of flowing, working together. Going to be a little bit of a drama day, but that's going to be on October 14th. And then on October 16th, the Sun squares Jupiter. So the Sun's in Libra. It's your season. You're in the spotlight. And when the Sun squares Jupiter, this is a little bit of an ego. This is a little bit of a pride thing. A look at me, I'm the best. Of course you're the best, Libra. Of course. And so this is going to be in the area of your work life. This is a little bit of a fun energy. It's enjoyable. Other people may not like you being the center of attention, having a little bit of an ego. This is a fast-moving energy, though, so enjoy it. That is on October 16th. Then on October 19th, Mercury meets up with Mars in the sky. We call this a conjunction. They're going to be in the same degree and minute. So Mercury and Mars are in that 2nd house. So it's going to be easy to be a little bit strategic with your money. You may use your money as a weapon, as a manipulation tool. You may be bribing people with it. It is a fast-moving energy, but this energy comes together on October 19th. Then on October 21st, we have a beautiful new moon in your sign, Libra. There's going to be some type of new start in the way that you look. With Venus there, this is a great time to go get some new makeup, get some new clothes, get a haircut, just anything that you change with the way that you look. It's probably just going to be beautiful. It's going to look wonderful. Venus is there blessing it. So this is a wonderful new start. It's the end of the lunar cycle and the beginning of a new one. Also want you to be aware, on the very next day, on the 22nd, Neptune moves into Pisces. So it's going to leave that 7th house of partnership, be back in that 6th house of daily routines and health routines. So we'll be feeling that shift a little bit over the week. So that is the lunar cycle for September 21st to October 21st. So I appreciate you hanging out with me, Libra. Please like and subscribe. Check out those links below. Please share these videos with anyone you know who may be interested in living their lives more in sync with the flow of the universe. I've also got a website and a newsletter. Those links are down below if you want to keep in touch. You can also purchase a reading. This will go deeper into how you're made, how the universe has designed you to live. This is also a great gift. So if you have anybody that is having a moment in their life where they need some insight or a birthday or anything else, this is a wonderful gift for people. So please check those links out. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I will see you again soon. Thank you, Libra.